Anyone who watched Tom Aspinall work in training and during his amateur and early pro career felt like they were looking at a future UFC heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall has every skill you would want from a big man. Moves exceedingly well. His speed is going to be a real problem in theory for the opposition tonight. And most of these heavyweights just are not as fleet of foot. That says nothing of his grappling game. This is the longtime grappling coach for Team Calvin. He has every skill in his mixed martial arts arsenal, and scary proposition for the rest of the heavyweight division. He ain't getting worse. Undeniable DMX backdrop. Enter Iron Mike Tyson. You know he's had a huge embrace for mixed martial arts. I didn't think we'd see him compete in this setting. Hope he's been working on his takedown defense.
Yeah, he's gonna need it. Iron Mike's gonna need to be able to stay upright if he wants to give himself a chance. But if he's on his feet every second of the fight, Mike Tyson has the ability to knock you out. Imagine a guy that can put you out with 10-ounce gloves, landing with 4-ounce gloves in the UFC octagon. Mike is fast, Mike has great setups, and Mike has a meanness about him that not many others have. You better be careful fighting Iron Mike Tyson.
He is ferocious, and seemingly the speed and power are still there at his advanced age. Mike Tyson trying to make headway here in the UFC tonight. Mike Tyson, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tom Aspinall. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Mike Tyson!
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here we go with this highly anticipated stand-up only event. You've got to play by the rules here. There are only one of them, but there is no grappling of any type, either on the feet or on the ground. Fighters cannot do follow-up strikes on the floor as well, so that bears watching here as round 1 gets underway. Hook to the head by Tyson.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Just misses with the left hook. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Kick to the body by Aspinall. 3 minutes now to go in this one. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Just out of range with that left hook. Wow, another nice combination there. He's got the flow state going tonight.
Oh, he's in rhythm, John. It's like the music's playing in his head, and he is just salsa dancing all up on his opponent's face. I mean, a jab, right hand, uppercut. Everything he throws lands, and it lands with vicious intent.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. All right, so you see some redness on that calf. Maybe he's starting to slow down a little bit.
It looks like he is. It's starting to really hurt him. Oh, nice.
Used to strike there. The hook is clean.
Hands high.
Oh, big right hand, yes. Final seconds. Round 2 is next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round 2. All right, next round is now underway. Do you see any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. Even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, he missed with that right hand. Hook to the head there by Tyson. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Ooh, he didn't see that one coming. Beautiful combination up top. That's good defense to get that guard up. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Aspinall's left calf starting to show signs of bruising. Don't want to take too many more of those. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Big shot to the head.
And yet another hook landed there by Tyson. Just missed with the elbow there. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Aspinall's doing a nice job protecting the eye with that block. You don't want to absorb any more damage on that cut. Oh, that looks like some head trauma. Beautiful combination.
Nice punch to the head.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2. Aspinall's eye is closing up now, not good for him. And that one certainly found the target. Under a minute to go. Oh, switch kick lands. All right, well, the strike lands there, so he did hit the desired target, but it almost looked like slow motion to me.
Yeah, he's moving in slow motion. He's throwing everything at his opponent, and he couldn't get him out of there. Now it's just a matter of trying to survive and not get knocked out himself.
Oh, huge hook. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
We're tied. You need to go out there and really take control of this round. I want you to be aggressive. Change up that game plan. Put your strikes together.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found...
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see here?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight. And massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks, and I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back.
The target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him.
Look at that.
He can't even stand. He's hurt. Oh, good knee.
Stunned, drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. Hook shot blocked there by Tyson.
Now he's back up. Oh, it landed.
Oh, gotta keep pressing here. Under a minute now to go. Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt, and he's got him hurt multiple times in one round.
Oh, he smells blood in the water. Gotta start looking for the finish here. Final seconds here. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the end of the round. Back to the stools we go, and they need to do something to address the swelling because at this point in time, he has almost been rendered a one-eyed fighter. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Aspinall's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to... Back to the feet!
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobble.
That is it!
Holy smokes!
The decision is inside the octagon. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 25 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Well, who would have thought that the former boxing champion Iron Mike Tyson would become a bona fide UFC contender? This win tonight is certainly a step in the right direction.